The 2 pink lines on the pregnancy test should have been the happiest moment of my life. And it was for about 6 hours. That's how long it took for my husband, Ben, to come home, see the test on the bathroom counter, and say the words that shattered my world, "I'm sorry, Chloe. I've been living a lie. I'm in love with David." Hello and welcome. My friend Chloe lived through this story of love and profound betrayal. She asked me to share it with you because she believes that the English words we use to describe heartbreak are powerful. They help us understand our feelings and connect with others. So, what follows is her journey, told in her words. As we go through the story, I'll naturally point out some key vocabulary. Then, at the end, we'll review those words together. My hope is that this provides you with genuine English listening practice and helps you learn English through stories that resonate. I met Ben on a crisp autumn day. He was kind, funny, and made me feel like I was the only person in the room. Our connection was instant. We built a life together, a small apartment filled with books, laughter, and dreams. We talked about everything, or so I thought. We dreamed of a future with kids, a house with a big garden. He was my rock. My person. When I found out I was pregnant, my heart exploded with joy. I couldn't wait to see his face. I planned a special dinner. But he was late from work. I couldn't wait. I left the test on the counter. When he finally came home, I was buzzing with excitement. But the moment he saw it, his face didn't light up. It fell. His smile vanished, replaced by a look of panic. He sat me down on our sofa, the same sofa where we'd cuddled and watched movies just the night before. His voice was quiet, trembling. "Chloe," he said, "there's something I have to tell you. I can't do this anymore." My mind raced. Can't do what? Be a father? He took a deep breath. I've never been truly honest with myself, or with you. My relationship with David, it's not just a friendship. I'm in love with him. The world stopped. David was his college friend. I'd considered him a friend, too. They went on hiking trips. Had guys' nights. I felt so foolish. So naive. It wasn't just a betrayal, it was a complete rewriting of our entire history. The life I thought we had was a carefully constructed illusion. I was merely a part of his disguise, a way for him to present a normal life to the world, and to himself. In the days that followed, I was in a complete daze. I felt a profound sense of grief, not just for the end of our marriage, but for the future I had pictured. The nursery we would paint, the first steps, the family holidays, it was all gone. He moved out within a week. The silence in the apartment was deafening. I was left alone, pregnant, to pick up the pieces of a life I no longer recognized. The months that followed were the hardest of my life. I had to be resilient for my baby. I went to therapy. I leaned on my family. Slowly, the sharp pain of the betrayal began to soften into a dull ache. I started to rebuild my life, not as Ben's wife, but as Chloe, and soon, as a mother. When my daughter was born, she brought a new kind of love into my life, a pure, unconditional love that helped me heal. I realized that while Ben's actions were devastating, they also set me free to find a more authentic happiness. Thank you for listening to Chloe's story. Now, let's take a moment to review some of the powerful vocabulary we heard, words that are essential for talking about deep emotions. First, we had betrayal. This is when someone you trust deeply is disloyal or hurts you. Chloe felt betrayal when Ben revealed his secret life. Next, connection. This is a bond or a relationship with someone. Chloe thought they had a strong, instant connection. Then, illusion. This is something that is not what it seems to be, a false idea or belief. Their happy marriage was an illusion. We also heard disguise. This is something you use to hide your true identity or feelings. Ben used his marriage as a disguise. Another key word was grief. This is intense sorrow, especially caused by someone's death. Here, Chloe felt grief for the death of her marriage and future. And finally, resilient. This means being able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. Chloe had to become resilient to survive and build a new life for her and her baby. These words help us articulate complex feelings, which is a key part of advanced English. Understanding these words helps us understand not just the story, but also the strength it takes to move forward from such a painful experience. Chloe's story is about a very specific kind of pain, but the feelings of betrayal, grief, and the need for resilience are universal. Maybe you've experienced a betrayal in a friendship or felt grief over a lost opportunity. The English language gives us the tools to share these human experiences, to connect with others, and to understand our own hearts a little better. Learning English through stories like this isn't just about memorizing words, it's about feeling the language in a context you can remember. If this helped your English listening practice, please let me know in the comments. What part of the story resonated with you? Thank you for spending this time with me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and keep practicing, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next story.